waffle on about narrative cohesion and Harriet Tubman lineups, I want you to know that by the end of JoJolion, I was still left with a sunny disposition. And after a lot of thinking, I believe the reason is that despite a lot of the mess, it still managed to do right by its central theme. At the very beginning of JoJolion, we're told that this is a story about breaking a curse. And while it definitely got sidetracked on the way, I believe it told that story. It showed us these character struggles, walked us through their hardships, and allowed us to share in their trauma. By the end, some things are still the same. Taya is still a blind bimbo, Hato is still kinda insignificant, Jogen still fails to live up to his potential, Joshu is still the scum of the earth, Yasuho is still feeling the effects of her past, and Josuke is still, and will only ever be, Josuke. But they've also changed in a lot of ways. There's a profound sense of loss that's now shared among them. The type that only comes from trying to pick up the leftover pieces. The type that only comes from trying to move forward. And when I saw them gathered around that cake, beaten, bruised, and barely holding things down. What the hell's
up with this big ass arena?
United in this makeshift little shit show event. I don't know, man. That did it for me. I don't think anything like JoJolion exists. It tackles a lot of themes and ideas in ways I've never seen before, and I value it just for that. The fact that there's so much here to reflect on and relish in is a testament to how goddamn remarkable.
Alright, this is good enough for me.
It's unbelievable to me that an artist
gonna map out this
in a series this
large
story
ass
is
place.
still firing on all cylinders 30 years into his run, continuing to try new things and break his own boundaries with every installment he puts out. Shit gets messy when you're unwilling to rest on your laurels, but that's okay. That's just human. There are things that we call our favorites despite knowing better than anyone the parts that are kinda bad. Naruto's side characters fall off and it has a shitty ending. Bleach characters talk too much during fights. Dragon Ball Z's power scaling is fucking ridiculous. Death Note falls off in the second half, etc, etc, etc. And we can recognize the validity of those flaws while still choosing to find meaning in that media anyways. And JoJolion ranks among those for me. There are parts that, quite frankly, suck ass, and yet it's been months and I can't stop thinking about it. I drove myself insane making this video because despite the bullshit, I deeply cherish what was done here. Yes, it's flawed, but those flaws are the mark of an author who's still trying his hardest, and I can't help but admire that. Anyone can love a thing because that's easy, but to love something despite, to know the flaws and love them too, that is rare and pure and fucking perfect. JoJolion is stupid, overly long, the ideas don't always land, parts of it are underexplained, its cast is underutilized, the plot falls off a bit of a cliff, its villain is pretty mid, it fails to tie up all its loose ends, its final fight is anticlimactic, and overall, it really trips and falls on its face at the finish line. I know that. I recognize it shits the bed, and yet I still think it's something you can
we got 14 tries.
Whole heart. JoJolion is an overcooked, bloated mess.
That's 28 in here, and then I go to the undersea grotto. Mind the magnetites there.
And I love it.
And then I'll be swimming in moolah in no time.
Heyo, what's good, all 5 JoJolion fans? Thank you from the bottom of my heart for pursuing all the way to the end of this video. It means the world to me. No stand pun intended. If you really want to go beyond though, consider giving a big ol' gander at that like button and that sub button. And a comment or two wouldn't hurt either. I try my best to make cool content like this as often as I can, and I think you'd enjoy keeping up with it. Following me on the Twitter and Instagram links below also helps you keep in the loop of all the things maybe. Also helps generate mechanisms. Okay, pleasantries aside, it's time to talk to my returning gang members. My sweet summer children. Don't worry, Daddy's home. Did you miss me? I know, y'all have been starving and I'm so sorry about that. I actually feel so bad for how long this took to post. It breaks my heart. This video, this thing got out of hand. I'm not even gonna hold you. I apologize that much like its subject matter, this video is kind of a mess. I bit off a lot more than I could chew, and I I think it really shows. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Believe it or not, I really don't consider what I make video essays. As much as I waffle on about stuff I like, my only real drive is to translate the way something made me feel to you motherfuckers. Even if my words were a bit jumbled and my points weren't always clear, I hope I was at least able to convey the feeling of my journey with JoJolion to you with all the frustration and joy that brings. If there's even a single nugget of wisdom you found illuminating in this vid, that's more than good enough for me. That being said, however, this is definitely the only time you'll ever see me make a video this long. I just don't think it plays to my strengths as a creator, and especially as an editor. It stretches me too thin, and there's only so many interesting things you can do visually while maintaining a realistic workflow. It also just kills me that this takes so long to produce while not even being watchable for like half my audience. It's been 4 months since I've dropped the video, which puts the fear of God in me. So many things delayed this video, whether that be the mass amount of work it was, actual important life stuff getting in the way, or the occasional instance of me just being a lazy bum. Now, I ain't gonna lie, there was a lot of distractions during this time. I mean, between Zelda, Street Fighter, Baldur's Gate 3, Shadow My Shoddy Shadowheart, the good-ass books I've been reading, the new JJK, and Bleach, that new Travis album, and now Scott Pilgrim's getting an anime? Like, fuck! How is a brother supposed to focus? Oh god, we're eating so damn good right now. But I promise I won't let it. We're back on our 6 to 10 minute banger agenda for the foreseeable future, and I have some great things cooking, so honestly, just thank you for sticking with me. If I'm being honest, I've been pretty annoyed with everything in my life at the moment, and most of all, I've been incredibly annoyed at myself. But I know I'll be alright, and in the meantime, I'll just keep pushing. I'll be back real soon, and I promise I'll keep you posted. So, until further notice, stay fresh, stay healthy, and genuinely have yourselves a damn good one.
But how dangerous the enemies are now. It's a good thing we've got subclasses. Oh, we are running. Why did I bring E? It should have been Tails or something. Frick. That's so dumb. That was so unlucky. Unluckiest person alive right now. I just realized since I made it to the next floor, there should be new dialogue and quests for me to accept. One more? Alright, I'm not gonna risk it. I still don't know the enemies here. Up a golden branch. One more. Fuck. Shirt. Oh my goodness. I'll take this as my cue to leave. Oh. Hey, it's you again. Oh, nice. I see. Yeah, everyone else. So I guess this guy really is good. I mean, he knows a lot about how to get secrets, so obviously that's more than enough proof that he is good. So of course he'd be one of the people granted special access to this place. I can imagine the guild by now has set up a new special quest, just like how they made it so you can only get to the next dungeon by beating up an armor. The fish bitch. Flame licks quickly. I bet he tells that to everyone to keep it a secret. Nice. We're getting clout. Interesting. I can do that. I forgot I was supposed to go to farm for magnetite as well. Well, my inventory's full right now anyway. I don't want to sell anything just yet. Of course. Alright, so him and Napier. Give you the necessary hint. How nice. I have a non-disclosure agreement. Should be fine to just ask the king immediately. You. Okay, that makes enough sense. Alright, I need that Scarlet Sage for a quest apparently. Damn, look at this! Look at all this moolah I'm getting. Ah. Take it. I got it! Wasn't the kind of enemy I could have just beaten normally. But we managed it anyhow. There you go. She's a full-fledged healer now.
Driving, that would have been pretty dangerous. Every time you sneeze, your eyes close for about 1 second, which means if you sneeze while driving at, say, 70 miles per hour, times 5280 divided by 60 divided by 60, you will travel about 103 feet with your eyes closed. But don't worry, this is a self-driving car. It uses sensors and software to drive itself to keep me and other people safe. I hope. Impressive. But let me ask you a question. What if an autonomous vehicle had to make a choice between hitting 2 people right in front of it or swerving to avoid them and hit 1 person on a sidewalk? What should it be programmed to do? What would you do? Now, polls and surveys have been put together asking people what they think they would do, but no researchers have ever put people in that actual traumatic experience. Would we learn more about human nature if we did that? Would it even be ethical to put people in that sort of position? I'm about to find out. In 1967,
Should have kept going.
British
You might think it
philosopher
doesn't
Philip
matter,
Foot
but
created a precursor to our self-driving car conundrum. The famous scenario she came up with is known as the trolley problem. Imagine there's a runaway train hurtling down a train track. Directly ahead of the train, there are 5 people on the track. Now, imagine that you are too far away to help those 5 people. But right next to you, there's a lever that can divert the train onto another track. If you divert the train, the 5 people will be saved. But here's the catch. There's another person on the second track.
she'd always
Now,
try
you're
for it
faced
if
with
it's
a
your
dilemma.
last chance.
You can either do nothing, and the train will
It's
kill
all-
5
it's
people,
risk-reward
or
factor.
you can pull the lever and save their lives, but be
shit.
directly responsible for one person's death. What would you do? When surveyed, most people say that they'd pull the lever and sacrifice one person to save 5. It's for the greater good. But how we say we'd act may not match how we'd actually act if the scenario really happened, with real emotions and real lives at stake. Any difference between the two would reveal who we are compared to who we want to be. But a comparison could only be made by doing what has never been done before, making the trolley problem real. Suppose we conducted an experiment in a realistic railroad switching station with test subjects watching trains on monitors. The trains and the people on the tracks would be staged and pre-recorded, but the subjects would think it was all real. They would believe that they could control a lever that switches the tracks, and they'd have the option to divert the train or not. They'd be totally convinced that they have to choose between 5 lives or 1. But wait, there's a greater good dilemma about doing an experiment on the greater good. By forcing people to truly believe they might kill someone, are we risking serious psychological damage to them? Yes, it might be beneficial to all of us to see what happens, but would those benefits be worth potential trauma to a few? To actually conduct a real-life trolley problem, I needed to make sure it would be ethical. So I sat down with behavioral neuroscientist Professor Aaron Blaisdell. What do you know about the trolley problem and what previous studies have found?
Most people say they would pull the switch.
Sure, it's 1 life versus 5. The math works. But what I want to know is that if we actually put them in front of a switch, watching a train barreling towards people, would they actually pull it in that moment?
I bet a lot of them would freeze in that moment. When you're afraid, I think that shuts down a lot of action.
I'd like to find out, what potential harms could come to someone in that position?
Most people would probably be fine, but there is a small potential for harm in the sense of somebody being guilt-ridden over their decision. Obsessive thoughts about, I'm the person who would push that button and cause the train to go and kill somebody. Or they might think, I'm the person who would freeze and I wouldn't be able to help those 5 people. That could be traumatic.
Have we ever tested the trolley problem on human subjects for real?
To my knowledge, we have not.
Would you want to see the trolley problem enacted in real life?
You know, I would. That would be very informative about how people really react.
If I were to tell you we're going to run this, would you feel comfortable with that responsibility on your shoulders?
No, I couldn't do it. For me to be involved in that, it would have to be on the shoulders of many people, including an ethics board. I couldn't just go through it.
Dr. Blaisdell's reliance on an ethics board made sense. Most universities have ethics review boards to answer one crucial question. When is it okay to risk psychological harm in the name of science?
It is May 1962. An experiment is being conducted at Yale University.
Ethics review boards were developed as a result of some controversial psychological experiments in the middle of the last century.
One theory is that people learn things correctly when they get punished for making a mistake. Incorrect. You'll now get a shock of 105 volts.
Dr. Stanley Milgram tested how far subjects would go in obeying authority, even if they believed they were physically hurting someone.
330 volts.
No one was was being electrocuted, and the screams of the shot victim were fake. But the trauma that the participants suffered was very real. Let me out! This sparked controversy within the scientific community. Many questioned Milgram's methodology, but unlike a research school, Mindfield doesn't answer to a university's ethics committee. That said, I wanted to get the thoughts of an institutional review board, so I tracked one down and proposed my idea for doing the trolley problem in real life.
Okay, yeah, this guy's too powerful.
Reach a point where you feel comfortable approving this study.
Need to be the bearer of bad tidings, Michael. Probably not.
I'm not ready to say no quite yet. I would love to see your study pass. And I actually think the ways to make it pass is we should probably be screening out for people who might have post-traumatic stress disorder, you know, any kind of like clinical problem that could make them more vulnerable to a type of event like this. With the addition of something like a trauma counselor on site, I actually think that under those circumstances, it might pass.
Can you present a compelling case as to the social good of this study?
Yes.
If you could find a way to say, look, this is why it's important. It's not just basic theoretical research. This has direct implications for mass transit, direct implications for self-driving cars. It's a risk-benefit, but the benefits are potentially tremendous.
Right. And so, my hope is that the good this experiment does is in revealing the difference between instinct and philosophical reflection. And I think that there could be an enormous benefit in learning the difference so that we can train people to act in the way that they wish they would.
It's interesting.
That's a compelling argument.
Yeah.
I came into this meeting expecting a lot of resistance, but instead I'm actually leaving invigorated, like excited to take their concerns, implement them into the study, and make it not just more acceptable, which I thought was the purpose here, but to actually make it more beneficial, more fascinating, and penetrate deeper and have more applications in society. So I decided we were ready to move forward, to turn one of the most notorious hypothetical ethical dilemmas into a reality. We traveled to an abandoned railroad line and hired a freight train. Our subjects needed to be shown how switch points work, so the Mindfield production team shot a video of a train going down 2 tracks. Then we dressed 6 actors like railroad workers. Since we didn't want them to be at actual risk of harm, we took steps to make sure they were safe.
You're all going to be workers on the track. We will not have the train moving while you are on the tracks.
We filmed our actors on the tracks, wearing ear protection and looking distracted to explain why they couldn't hear a train coming toward them. Then, in editing, we employed visual effects to create the illusion of the train approaching. We then combined the shots together. During the experiment, we would play the video for our subjects, who would believe the action was happening live and transmit it from remote cameras. Our next step was to find an expert who would be willing to guide me through the process of selecting our subjects in order to minimize psychological harm.
So, what should I be worried about? The worst would probably be post-traumatic stress disorder. And that's when they're going to be re-experiencing the trauma. They'll keep thinking about it over and over. And so to limit risk, you'd want to screen out people prone to a traumatic reaction. And then afterwards, do the debrief. That's the key to limit harm from happening. How are they feeling at this moment? What's going on with them? You can start to ease them into the reality of what is instead of what they thought it was.
Would you be willing to help us conduct this experiment?
Yes. I mean, I think I would. I think this is a really fascinating and valuable experiment because people can have very uncomfortable lessons that they then start to learn from. If I can make sure that we get people who may be appropriate to do such a thing, I would do.
I'm calling regarding a study we're doing for high-speed railway. I wanted to know if you might be interested in participating next week.
To disguise the true nature of our experiment, we placed an online ad recruiting people for a fake focus group to offer feedback on California's new high-speed rail.
Today, I'm just going to ask you to fill out a couple forms to make sure that there's a range of personality types in our group and for TSA security purposes.
These psychological surveys, used frequently by employers, look to uncover signs of depression, anxiety, and other conditions that might make someone unsuitable to participate in this experiment.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Back in Dr. Kasson's office, we reviewed the potential subjects' responses.
In this particular person, I was concerned about this. Some high suicidal thinking, high acting out. Those kinds of factors might not be good in an experiment where you want to try to prevent some of the trauma from happening.
Right.
These people, though, and there's a large group of them, they are more resilient, so I would be more comfortable with these people because their ability to bounce back in difficult situations might make them less susceptible to a trauma.
Finally, after consulting 2 psychologists and a university ethics board, it was time to put our plan into action. This is where we're going to physically create the trolley problem in real life. Not with a trolley, but with a train. Our subjects will sign in at this booth for our phony focus test, which will never actually take place. It's going to be a hot day for them, so we'll offer them, while they wait for the actual test to begin, the chance to sit inside this nice air-conditioned remote switching station. Inside, they'll meet a kindly train switch operator, supposedly an employee of the California Railroad Authority. The California Railroad Authority is real. Real fake. We invented this non-existent government organization to convince our subjects that everything here is real, including these monitors showing supposedly live shots of actual trains from different tracks all around the California area. While the participant is waiting inside this room, they'll learn how the operator switches the tracks using a lever to remotely switch a train from one track to another. They'll see it happen. We're actually controlling the video on these screens from a different, hidden control room. At a given time, the switch operator will leave the subject alone in the switching station. And at that point, a crisis will occur. A train will be barreling down the tracks, and workers will have made their way out to both tracks, 5 on one worker on his phone on the other. No one is around for them to alert who has any kind of control or authority. Switching the train is up to the subject alone. They'll feel like what they do has real-world consequences. Will 5 people die, or will 1? Our first participant is almost here, so it's time for me to get ready. Dr. Kasson, how are you feeling?
Good.
My hypothesis is that we're going to see people immediately, when they hear that first warning, leave the station and not want to get back inside.
The other option would be, of course, the freeze action where they don't do anything because they don't know what to do. In that case, we want to know their thought process. It'll be interesting to see. This has never been done before.
All right, well, here we go. Our first subject is Elsa.
Sit over here in the shade. Hi, I'm Elsa. Nice to meet you, Elsa.
Everyone she meets is an actor, and all of our cameras are hidden, so she has no idea that she's being watched.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. And then my phone if I can. Thank you.
Our subjects were told that the technology they're about to see is proprietary. This gave us an excuse to collect their phones so they couldn't call for help during the imminent crisis.
Thank you so much for coming out today. What we're doing here is the
One more
California
cycle.
Railroad Authority. They're developing high-speed trains, and so we want the public to come in and give us some feedback on how comfortable they are, the decor, you know, all that kind of stuff. Oh shoot, they're running a little behind from the last one.
That's okay.
So it's just gonna be like another 15, maybe 20 minutes. You know what? I've got an idea.
Now Elsa believes she has to wait for 20 minutes. Our actress pretends to ask permission for her to wait inside the switching station.
So actually, this isn't part of it. This is a remote train switching station.
Okay.
But since it's going to be a little bit, and it's nice and cool and air conditioned in there,
Okay.
I just talked to Eddie, and he said it would be totally great for you to come in
Oh,
and
yeah,
just
okay.
check it out,
Okay, cool.
see what they do in there. Eddie, this is Elsa.
How are you, Elsa?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Come on in.
Nice to meet you.
Have a seat. So what brings you out this way?
The focus group.
Focus group.
Yeah, the high-speed railroad, the luxury railroad.
Okay. So what we got here is a remote switching station. These are all live feeds. What's happening is there's a lot of construction going on. We're going to have to put all new ballast through here, new ribbon rail right here on these.
In case you're wondering, we hired an actor who actually spent 20 years working on railroads. Can you imagine if we had an actor who didn't know a lot about trains?
It offers something called face validity, in that you can look at him and you think, oh, this guy's real.
My job here is to take care of all the switching right here on these 2 tracks right now. And so there needs to be someone in here all the time. Now the other thing about this, these things...
Attention, train approaching.
This is probably a work unit that's coming. We're going to divert it to track 2.
Okay, so a train's coming. Now's a chance to learn how the switch works.
There you go.
In fact, why don't you be the one to do that? Just go ahead and throw it yourself. Pull it down.
Right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Good. It's going much faster than you think. All right, it's going to make the transition to track number 2. What? I'll tell you what. You're now a switchman. Okay, well now that the trailing car is clear of the switch points, go ahead and switch it back to track 1.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
That was kind of scary. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to turn it.
Well, just you wait.
The good thing is we've got it back on line 1, and that means that the next train that comes through will go through on track 1.
Elsa now understands exactly where the trains will go. Switch 1 to the left, switch 2 to the right. It was time to force her to make a very difficult decision.
Oh, I gotta take this.
Oh, yeah, sure. No problem.
Do me a favor. Wait right here.
Okay.
Someone has to be here at all times.
Okay, no problem.
I'm just gonna go up and
Okay.
take care of this.
Okay, no
Be
problem.
back in a second.
Okay.
Look at her eyes, because she's concerned immediately, a little worried. Like, what?
We gave Elsa a couple of minutes to acclimate to her surroundings, and then we started the playback of our staged footage.
Fucking hell.
Alright, here come the workers.
Alright, you know what? It's not too late.
Object on track.
Yep, she just noticed them.
Attention. Object on track. Attention. Object on track. Attention. Object on track.
She's looking at her purse to find...
No phone?
No phone.
Attention. Object on track. Attention. Object on track.
I think the warning does a lot. If you're in that station, you're supposed to do something.
Attention. Object on track.
Okay, here comes the train.
Attention. Train approaching.
There's the train approaching warning.
Attention. Object on track.
I don't think it's this... Oh, there she goes.
Attention. Train approaching.
There's a train approaching? What?
Attention.
I wanted to let him know that there's a train approaching.
Oh my god.
Can you tell him?
Yeah, I will go look for him right now.
Thank you.
But the switch operator won't be coming back. The full weight of this crisis is all on Elsa.
Attention. Train approaching.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Object on track. Attention.
I can't believe this.
Attention. Object on track. Attention. Train approaching. Attention. Object on track. Attention. Train approaching. Attention. Object on track. End of test. Everyone is safe. End of test. Everyone is safe.
Okay. We didn't want the participants to think that anyone actually got hurt, so we showed them this "everyone is safe" card before the train would have actually hit anyone.
Elsa.
I'm Michael.
Hi.
And this is Greg. This
Hi,
is all
how
an
you
experiment.
Okay.
Can we come on in? I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, sure. Did I do something wrong?
Not at all.
Not at
How are
all.
you feeling right now?
Just scared.
You can go ahead and take a seat.
Scared?
Yes.
So, no one was in any danger.
Uh-huh.
This is a psychological experiment that we're conducting on how people behave when decisions need to be made.
Oh, okay.
Walk me through how you felt.
I felt the pressure. I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are gonna die. Like I had to make a very quick and sound decision, like immediately, like right now, right this second. Their lives were in my hands. I need to change to track 2.
What was motivating your decision to switch?
So I can save more lives. I didn't know if I was making the right decision. I mean, a life is a life, right?
So when confronted with 2 terrible choices, at least one person was capable of taking deliberate action to sacrifice 1 in order to save 5. But we wanted to see if Elsa's reaction was typical.
Need my phone?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah. Would you be interested in high-speed transportation?
Oh, yeah, I mean, anything that cuts through,
Shoot, sorry. I just got a text. I'm so sorry. Why don't you have a look in there and see the trains running? Oh, it's so much nicer in here than it is up there.
When I first started out, I used to have to stand out in the sun.
Do you know when the next train's coming? Oh, there's one.
It's a great eye.
Attention, train approaching.
As with Elsa,
Really?
every subject received a lesson in how to switch the tracks.
Why don't you go ahead and switch it?
Right here?
Yeah. Go ahead. How's that feel?
It's like he's exhilarated. I was like, I'm not nervous.
One second. Hey, let me check this one. Hang on 1 second. Someone has to be in here the whole time.
I got it.
Okay.
Hello?
Copy that. It's actually tapping into the power of being in that position.
Attention, object on track.
Here comes the test.
Attention, object on track. Attention, train approaching.
She's not moving.
Attention,
Just watch his eyebrows.
approaching.
Oh, yeah. Eyes are going back and forth.
Train approaching.
Oh, she's worried.
Yeah.
Train approaching.
I don't know what I would do in this kind of scenario.
Train approaching.
This is sort of that frozen pose that we see. Paralysis in the face of danger is such a common reaction.
Attention, object on track. Attention, train approaching. Object on track.
Even with the train seconds away, some are still looking for others to take control.
I'll go try and find him. Okay.
Attention, train approaching.
She's singing. This is self-soothing there, yeah.
Object on track. Attention, train
Not moving.
approaching.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Okay.
Is she gonna switch it?
Train approaching. Attention, object on track. Attention, end of test. Everyone is safe.
What? Alright, let's get on. Not one of these participants pulled the lever. Time to find out why. Hello, JR.
Oh my gosh, how you guys doing?
My name's Michael. JR. Everything that just happened was an experiment. This was an experiment.
Oh my god. Okay.
What were you feeling when you were watching that?
Terrified. I just...
I was feeling a little anxious and I saw the train coming. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Your heart is beating fast?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Tell me what was going through your mind when you heard that first warning that a train was approaching. I thought about switching it, but then actually acting on it was a different thing.
I kind of suspended my responsibility.
Like, I didn't know what to do, so I was just like, oh, I better not, touch it because I don't know if I'll screw something up.
I would assume that there would be, out of those 5 guys, someone who would have closed the match.
They were going out of the way, or the train was already planning to stop, and then probably build those trains with some type of sensor or something like that.
The train probably had sensors. The workers would have noticed. I didn't want to touch the equipment. These are all forms of attribution, when an individual assumes that others are either responsible for taking action or have already done so.
Both tracks had people on. Right, and I just didn't know who should live and who should die.
Do I switch it? Do I not switch it? I mean, either way, someone's going to get really badly hurt.
I think on that power, it was quite the test, I will say.
It is quite the test. At this point, one subject had switched the tracks and 5 others had not. But we weren't done yet. Meet Corey.
Here, have a seat.
Much obliged, thank you. This is cool.
This whole module will interconnect with the entire nation if we wanted it to. But right now we're looking at just track 1 on the left, track 2 through there. These are many, many miles away.
Yeah.
But they're all live feeds.
I don't know who I want to be.
Yeah. Let me see what this is. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, got it.
He's remaining engaged.
Here come the workers.
I think I'll just go for Veil. Have her be in the front.
Object on track.
The more frontline attackers,
So he
the better.
realizes there's a potential problem.
I think he's gonna go out.
Attention. Train approaching.
There's a train coming.
Okay.
Attention. Object on track.
Yeah.
Attention. Train approaching.
Okay, he realizes there's no one there and it's urgent.
Okay, so he needs to go to.
On track.
Okay, he's rehearsing what to do.
Attention.
Try to. They not know.
Attention.
I know, man. This.
Object on track. Attention. Object on track. Attention. Object on track.
Okay, good.
Hello.
Hi.
Or,
My name's Michael.
there was just like almost an accident. Seeming like
Corey, everything that just happened was an experiment. Okay? No one was in danger.
sure.
These were just loops of video taken before. This is a psychology experiment looking at
Okay.
how people behave
Okay.
in various circumstances.
Okay.
So, tell me how you were feeling.
Mainly a bunch of terror and responsibility because I was going to help and just horrified about making a decision between like 5 people and one. It was very scary. So scary. Yeah, right. But yeah,
What was going through your mind as the train's coming down the track?
it was mainly to warn them.
They're just
What's coming up? What's coming up right now?
You don't have to choose between people.
Right.
And that was really tough. Either like 6 families or 1 family. It was like up to me.
It was interesting to me that you had such presence of mind.
Yeah, look for help and make a decision. The one that everyone, if you ask them in a survey, says that they would like to be brave enough to make.
Yes. So that was impressive for you, really was.
Thank you.
You know, I think it would be good to have you meet some of the people who participate so you can see.
Yeah, let's go do that. Just follow us on out and meet the actors. Corey showed us just how important the debrief was in this situation. Meeting the actors, which all of our subjects did, reinforced that this was not a reality.
I'm so glad that this is a scene.
So Greg, trolley problem. I went into this thinking we're going to tease out some general truths about human nature. However, what we've really seen is that you learn a lot about the individual. Right. Everyone had some explanation for their behavior.
Yes.
Each one was different.
Yes, each person told themselves a story about what was happening according to the facts and their analysis of the surroundings and what was going on at the moment, but it's also based on their own background and experience.
Totally. There were people who were just frozen, realizing something was wrong and they weren't prepared.
JR was a great example of that. He evaluated everything, but at some point just said, I don't know what to do.
Other people were ready to say, you know what, this isn't on me, it's on the technology, I'm sure it's being taken care of by others. Whereas someone like Corey, someone like Elsa, said, no, I have to take control.
They still had some of those same thoughts, but I think what happened is they realized that if they did not do something, more people would be hurt. Neither of them really wanted to do something. They both felt compelled to do something because they had to save lives.
So was it worth doing the trolley experiment?
I think it was definitely worth it. Some of these participants, if not all of them, learned something about human behavior. Although it was a difficult experience, Elsa learned what inner strength she had. And I think we saw that with Corey as well. Every single one of our participants felt like they just contributed to something.
Right.
And they feel the value of what just happened.
Yeah.
It's not just us.
Wow. We We've since followed up with our subjects, and all of them are doing well. I'm glad we minimized risk by pre-screening vulnerable individuals, debriefing the participants, and providing on-site counseling, because doing so gave me confidence that we could explore this facet of human psychology ethically. We learned that there's a stark difference between what people think they would do and what they actually do when faced with a difficult moral dilemma. Instead of saving 5 lives, most of our participants did nothing. But is it wrong to freeze? Should people feel bad for being unable to act? Well, here's the thing. Freezing in the face of a threat is a behavior that can be found all over the animal kingdom. But we are the only animals that can study how we act, pontificate on how we ought to act, and program machines to do only that. To make progress in our study of the mind, we have to affect the mind, and that's not something that we should take lightly. Understanding who we are by taking ourselves to the limit comes with a risk, and as we've learned, that risk must always be balanced against the greater good. And as
Holy
always,
shit.
Thanks for watching. This season on Mindfeeder,
You're going to be a lot.
I'm gonna be here forever if I want to grind out everything. For everyone. Why did I choose such a big team? Okay, so there's no new armor actually, so... I can have Vale be at the very left actually for this team. My defenses aren't great, but I can heal. Which is what this team's supposed to try to do. Why not more minefield?
The following episode documents the use of psychedelic drugs, which are illegal in the United States and other countries. Though valuable scientific data may be obtained in controlled studies, we do not advocate the use of these substances.
Got nothing else to watch.
This is Iquitos, Peru, the world's largest city, inaccessible by road. The only way in and out is by air or by river, the Amazon River. I'm about to head up the Amazon to a remote jungle retreat called Refugio Altiplano, the refuge on the higher plane. There, I will meet with local shamans to drink an ancient psychedelic drug.
Wait, I actually already watched this. God damn it. Have I actually already watched all of Minefield? When it became public?
The weapon I'm currently holding actually does 1,922 damage, and it can one-shot almost every enemy in the game. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact process to making this super weapon. The first thing you're going to want to do is find a decayed version of the Royal Guards Claymore and break it. If you already have found one and broke it, then you could just skip this step. But I wouldn't skip it unless you're 100% sure that you've already done this, because it only takes a few minutes for this step, and it's better to be safe than sorry. Now, the only place that I know of that you could get the decayed Royal Guards Claymore is at Hyrule Castle. It's at the Sanctum right here on the map. Once you get the Claymore, break it instantly. The reason that we do this is so the pristine version of the Royal Guards Claymore will spawn in the depths. If we didn't do this, then there's a 0% chance of it spawning. Now we need to actually find the pristine version. Like I mentioned before, these weapons only spawn in the depths, but the catch is they only spawn with the Shadow Soldiers, which can make this process a lot more difficult. Now how these Shadow Soldiers work is when you get close to one, a random weapon will be generated in their hands, which is always in pristine condition. But the hard part is getting the weapon we want, which is the pristine Royal Guards Claymore. Technically, the Claymore can spawn at any Shadow Soldier, but there's a location that seems to make it easier to get, which is the Koram Light Route. Once you're at the Light Route, mark this location on your map. Now before you even think about walking over to the marked location, make sure you save your game so that if you don't get the Claymore, you can reload your game before the weapon has been randomly generated. Once the game has been saved, walk over to the Shadow Soldier and see if you got the right weapon. If you did get the right weapon, save your game right before you pick it up. If you didn't get the right weapon, no worries, just reload your game to the save we made earlier and keep repeating the process until you get the Claymore. It's very important that you save your game right before picking it up though. Now pick up the weapon and see if you got a +10 attack boost. If you didn't, keep reloading your game to the save file we just made until you get it. Now we need to get the right armor to give us a special attack boost on our weapon called Bone Weapon Proficiency. There are two armor sets that work for this, which are the Evil Spirit armor set and the Radiant armor set. To get the Radiant armor, you could go to Kakariko Village and purchase the entire set for 15,000 rupees, but if you can help the store clerk's grandma, she'll end up giving you a discount of 2,400 rupees for the whole set. In order to get the Bone Weapon Proficiency attack boost, you'll need to upgrade the whole set by 2 stars using a Great Fairy. If that doesn't sound fun for you, you can always get the Evil Spirit armor set by completing the 3 labyrinths spread across Hyrule, and you don't have to upgrade this set. I'll leave a link in the description below to some guides for getting the armor sets. Now once you have one of the armor sets with the Bone Weapon Proficiency attack boost, we can move on to the next step, which is making some attack up food. The recipe that we'll be using is just a simple 5 Mighty Bananas. This will give you attack up ×3 for a little over 4 minutes, which is perfect for what we need. If you want a longer attack boost, cook 4 Mighty Bananas and a Dragon Horn. This will give you 30 minutes, just don't eat it yet. We're almost done creating our weapon, there's just a few more things we need to do. We need to get a Molduga Jaw or a Gibdo Bone to fuse to our weapon. The Molduga Jaw is better for killing Lynels, and the Gibdo Bone is better for throwing your weapon. I would recommend going with the Molduga Jaw though. Here are the locations for the Moldugas. Once you have your jaw, fuse it onto a pristine Loyal Guards Claymore. Now that it's fused together, you should have a total attack damage of 81 so far. If you don't, you may have forgotten to get the plus 10 attack boost that I mentioned earlier. Equip your weapon now and keep hitting it on the floor until you get the low durability message. At this point, your weapon will now have a ×2 attack bonus, making it do 162 damage. If you carefully hit your weapon on the floor 2 more times, you will get another hidden ×2 attack boost, making our attack damage do 324 damage. Now all you have to do is equip one of the armor sets that we got and eat the mighty bananas that we cooked earlier, and you will get even more hidden attack boost, which will bring your weapon's total attack damage up to 874. This is the ultimate weapon for killing Lynels, because if you mount their back, your weapon doesn't lose any durability. Just be careful not to accidentally hit something while you're not mounted on a Lynel, because after one hit, your weapon will break. Now there's one more attack boost that you get when you throw your weapon, which will make your attack do ×2 more damage, making our super weapon do a total of 1,748 damage. If you chose to build it with the Gypto bone, then the total attack damage for you is 1,922. It's honestly crazy how much damage this thing can actually do. Here's what it looks like when you use this thing at the Coliseum. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Maybe there is a tell, but like, I can't, so I need to check every wall. It's so annoying. How does a normal attack for Tailsword do? Okay, yeah. Man, I hate the books that have elemental properties on them, because those are basically useless. Since Teosra has a higher tech, I can't believe she's actually a better healer. This were some sort of cartoon show for kids, a shonen. There'd be an entire arc where Veil gets jealous. I'll focus fire on this guy. That's a surprisingly large amount of damage. You know they're supposed to be resistant to it. Way to go, Teosra. You really are just overpowered. Kinda want the arms to be a row again. It's actually super useful at this situation. Always making decisions I'll regret, huh? Story of my life. Oops. This is another one of these huge arenas. So these are dragon dens. Why am I only coming across these guys? When a little while ago I was coming across all sorts of bullshit opponents. Now that I brought my best, the best will come greet me back. SMH. Another hardest point. Two turns. I wonder if that's fast enough. The answer is no. Why is it surrounded by reds? There's already a far safer chopping point. Ooh, I need you. It's you again? Yep, it's her again. Your duty is to meet the eldest one in the Hall of Conviction. The room in the center of this path is the Hall of Conviction. Your destination. Proceed. Are you Chris? The center, you say? You're here. Fine, I'll accept this. You're here. This is the Hall of Conviction, where the Deep One's God is imprisoned in seclusion. Beyond the special doors, the Hall of Conviction, and the Deep One. Have a care. What? How long it's been since I last supped. Oh boy. Alright, what I summon is gonna be very important. I think I can't go wrong with Pascal. Start with Thunder. Woo! Oh, Tailstar goes first? What the fuck? Nice.
Hey! Hope everyone's doing well today. What's up? Hello, hi. Hi. I got sent a Twitter clip right before stream and I want to test it. Okay, it doesn't work. Apparently you can stand down there, but it doesn't work. Hello, timer. Reset. There we go. If you're binging my Kirby streams, I'm glad you like them. It's probably a frame perfect thing. No, it seemed pretty easy. Stay hide and seek. It is hide and seek. With the squad, first death on the board. We haven't even started yet. How you doing? Doing great. Feeling good. Ready to play. Is it not 8-man today? It is hard to coordinate 8 people, so it is 6 today. Chat on the bottom. It'll mostly be emotes. It'll be 6 today. We got any cheese spots today? I don't have any good spots. I don't have any good spots. Getting close to the end? Probably, yeah. You think Crafty will ever just change a surface to hide? Maybe. Anyways, we got some people here. We're ready. Today we are playing with Amethyst, CJ, Crafty, Poo, and myself. Fearsome Fire and Nitro are not feeling well, so they weren't able to make it today. They were supposed to, but, you know, things happen. And then Simply and Linkus are still not set up. They, just not set up. I'm not sure what they're up to. I think they're waiting on, like, getting an SD card or something like that. So we got this is the squad for today. This is the squad. Just invite every SMO streamer in existence. I mean, we pretty much invited everyone that has a modded Switch, yeah? Oh, wait, okay, wait. I see what we're doing, Alright. Is this on modded maps or normal maps? This is normal maps today. Modded maps will probably come in the future sometime soon. But
I swear to God, if they have a
why are you
mechanic
jittering
where
like that?
once I
Mario's
kill
getting
someone, they
cold.
revive
You
the
get hit
other,
by the water.
and that I have to
wait.
kill them both at the same time, I'm going to scream.
I think that's CJ. I don't know. Our nicknames right? Anyways, let's go say hello. Hello? Hey! Yo! Perfect. I don't know. Let's see, is it? Let's see it. Your nickname right? Skelebride? Yeah, it looks good, looks good. Amethyst is super quiet. I will turn that up there. There we go.
Why does my guy have his mouth open and nobody else does?
Oh, yeah. I think maybe facial animations aren't synced up.
Oh, okay. That could be it. I thought my Mario...
SJJA, thank you so much for the gift subs. I appreciate it. Your voice sounds weird. That's just what it sounds like.
Glad we're all washing up.
Perfect. Yeah, make sure we're all clean.
Yeah,
except for
clean gamers.
Who's in here taking a shower? CJ is not.
You know what? I didn't want to say anything, but he seemed like the dirtiest of all of us.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Skipping out on the shower.
Get in the shower.
Yeah. Is everyone's nickname on Discord correct, by the way? Just so we.
Crafty is the only one without a nickname.
Yeah. Who is your? Are you still Oil Tycoon?
Yeah, I'm Oil Tycoon. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's say Oil Tycoon.
Where's you?
I just have the Explorer with a hat.
Okay, and then. Crafty is the tourist-looking fella.
Retired Mario.
Oh, retired Mario. Yeah. It does look like a retired outfit. Yep.
Yeah.
I love that.
Alright. Perfect. Wait, I might be able to change Crafty's nickname myself. I think I might have the power to do that.
Oh.
We're gonna force change Crafty's nickname.
Let's see, how to change nickname? What should I change to? What should I
Look
change?
at my chats that DJ does have silky smooth legs, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's true. That is true. Isn't it just like one part of his leg?
One part of one of his legs was waxed, yeah, due to a Mario challenge.
I feel like I would just do them all. If I'm gonna do one part, I'm doing the whole thing, right?
What the hell's going on over here?
We're taking a shower, you dirty gamer.
Get a shower, get it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
I'm a
you're...
video game player. I don't shower.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a very appropriate,
Hey Crafty, what should your outfit name be?
Oh yeah, let me put it back.
He's
the
the Comfy Gardener.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we're changing it to Comfy Gardener.
Comfy Gardener. Okay.
Instead of Retired Mario, it's now Comfy Gardener.
That looks good.
Gardener.
Yeah.
Alright.
Gardener, this is good.
How much more Gardener?
You need to change the sub goal. Oh my god, you guys reached 9K so fast.
I feel like that's a tough word to spell, actually. That's a low-key tough word to spell.
It's okay.
We need something that we don't reach instantly, so I'll probably set it to 9400 because that's a bit of a ways away.
I think.
What's another game?
I was a pirate, but it's probably just not updated.
For some people, Crafty's voice. He's in like every one of these.
I'm just gonna force us all to reload.
Yeah, I'm reloading everyone. We were all.
What should I do?
Nice
I think that start. Well, I kind of want to try Elden Ring on stream and see how that does. But I don't know. Would you guys even like that?
Why don't you can just do that?
What's that? Like, I've been playing that a lot off stream. Maybe I'll do like a challenge run. It would be like real grindy.
I fixed it, so I can't make typos now.
Let's go.
I mean, I still might be able to, but
Alright.
probably won't.
Would you watch Elden Ring? I'm gonna do a poll.
Alright.
Be honest. Say, like, straight up if you wouldn't watch it, just say no. Because I want an accurate thing.
Let me just check real quick. I want to see. Like, tag, start. We'll do like 5 seconds, and then I'll just put me as a speaker.
Okay, but we all gonna kill each other again?
We have a threshold. There's a threshold in my head.
Got one.
2, 1. Game started.
There's a threshold in my head.
I
I got a threshold.
I'm a hire.
Click on the poll.
And I'm dead.
Alright. Looks like most people would not. Thank you for the honesty. I will not be playing Elden Ring on stream.
Yeah, I wouldn't hide her.
I think it kind of worked.
I appreciate it.
It seems to be very inconsistent.
Yeah.
The threshold was 69%. 69% of people had to say yes.
Does do the start command work? So they asked. No.
It does not do work.
So not come below 0?
It does do not work.
The elemental resistance sure is
It does
something.
do not work, not no more.
Are you just doing it wrong properly? What do you mean I did something?
Trying to think.
You know what? I'm not listening to you.
Man, accept the squad invite.
What squad invite?
The one on
Oh yeah, look at that. That's crazy.
On Twitch.tv.
Yeah, I see that. That's great. I'm in the
to
squad.
be in it this time.
Yo!
Yeah, everyone's left out.
Honestly, I was totally okay being left out. I mean, you know what it did? It forced people to have to actually click instead of just relying on the squad. Yeah.
Follow up is right
It
there.
was super big brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome to do. Ella Full.
Hey, I appreciate the honesty.
Thank you, CJ.
Thank you. It's good info.
You know what I love?
I'm not really disappointed because I can still play off stream.
I just followed for like 2 days ago.
What? That's alright.
Another randomizer race? Oh, those are planned anyways.
Follow me on Twitter, so I get it.
I don't use Twitter.
Metroid Rhyme.
Or MySpace.
Okay, Crafty, I understand. You just
Or MySpace. Yeah,
I don't
it's fine.
use I'm sorry.
It's Okay. That's
We don't want
I have a
spoilers.
Twitter account, but I don't use it, so I don't know game should play, bro. I think wait, that's probably a lie because
There's a level 5 hype train. Oh my god. Thank you for the subs. Everybody, I've been missing a lot.
I do get messages every once in a while from my Yahoo Mail account.
Oh, your Yahoo Mail.
Star. Sky.
And it's like, I see the latest post from Spawn, and I'm like, I don't.
Do you guys know anyone with an AOL account still? Have you guys emailed anyone?
My mom.
Your mom really has an AOL account?
Yeah. How about this?
Oh, man. Wow.
Please. It might be too long. She is too. It might just say.
My dad's got Hotmail.
Please actually show up correctly.
Why did I die? I was secret.
Is that?
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I really don't know why that happens. Literally the icon is controlled by whether or not you're a Seeker or a Hydra, so it should be accurate to whether or not you can die.
Weird.
No, I don't.
I think that would be cool. A Hollow Knight randomizer.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you deserve to die. That's just how it
Oh my gosh, toxic. First, you don't follow me on Twitter, and now this.
I was just murdered and I was in Seeker mode. No.
No.
I wonder if it just like doesn't update sometimes somehow.
Maybe.
I don't know, cause like I did actually set everybody to Hydra mode. Like I used a different server command to set everyone to Hydra mode.
Visually update maybe.
I didn't notice that, but I noticed there was like randomly in Hydra. Like I didn't notice when it happened.
Interesting. We could still manually change it, and everyone's pretty good.
Yeah, manually changing would just be a welcome to do.
Oh hey,
we're hiding here.
Oh wow.
Alright, we're starting today in Darkside.
Are we doing? You want to start in Darkside? I mean,
keep it up.
Okay, sure.
We're doing Darkside.
Oh.
It's a first.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do a Darkside thing.
I'll do it.
Yeah, let's try it. Wait, okay.
We're gonna do Darkside?
We found the ultimate hiding spot.
What are we doing for this one, by the way? Is it like 2 Seekers?
Yeah.
We
got 6.
I didn't
Good
see
Ford.
it.
Good Ford is good.
Yeah, Good Ford's great.
Okay, and how many? So each Seeker is 6 twice then? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that works.
Look at the wheel.
Alright. Sounds good. Here we go. 2 Seekers. You get to seek twice each, so that's 6 rounds. Smaller. This is gonna be very difficult. This is gonna be so hard.
Just who can get all the way to the what's it called fight?
To the end of the boss fight.
Yeah. Is it just gonna be like catching up with people? I feel like
captures or no?
Capture sync is working.
Yeah, capture sync is working. Aww. Capture to whatever you like. Can you see chat? I can't see chat.
Well,
Yes.
actually, the main capture in this kingdom is Yoshi.
That's all the XP
Yeah.
it gives.
Is Yoshi broken though?
We could just allow it, because technically Yoshi is just Mario that's slightly different.
Yeah, you know what? It is just Mario
Fair
that's slightly different. It's just green
Or just
Mario,
it.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks so weird.
I would disagree with that assessment about Yoshi.
What looks so weird?
The wire.
Oh.
We're all friends here.
Oh. Let me get on there.
Yeah, everyone's been on the wire.
Hey, so I kinda don't wanna fight you.
Only some of the orbs sound like that.
I'm going to be honest, it's not because I believe in your kindness or whatever, but like, I don't think I can kill you. I don't think I can win if I fight you. Do you or don't you? This one to me. What is your reason for coming here?
It's Grand Poo.
Deep One. Such a foolish name. Have the sons of man given to my people. If you come not as sacrifices to me, high hands contrary to all appearances, I am rather busy. Now do you see? That is a Deep One. Mankind's worst and most fearsome enemy. This childlike thing is their king, called the Eldest One. You have seen how it spawns. The Abyssal King captured it over 100 years ago. It has been sealed in this hall ever since.
Has volume on music.
I am not king yet.
I got all the movements here.
In
Is
human
it
terms,
in-game music? So
I
we
would
can
be
edit
something
it?
like a prince or a princess. A sovereign? Hey, wait, oh. You know now, deep ones. Your duty to the Abyssal King has been discharged.
Are you guys ready? Wait, are they seeking? No! Oh no! I am ready. Alright, start the timer to go. Go, go, go,
I guess he's not giving us
Wait, if we... Wait, random question. If we go to the top
the door just
area,
yet.
is there like a
The
boss
key.
fight still?
Alright, I'm getting the heck out of here. I have no real reason to stay any further.
I kinda do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go hide in the boss fight. It may have been worse.
Again, the sturdy timbers are just enemy drops now, apparently.
I don't know if the boss fight's gonna trigger again.
That's kind of funny to me.
No, I haven't found. I've not found any seconds. I have not found a spot yet. I keep walking on some invisible wall. What the heck? 5 seconds? No, slow down. No, I'm not slowing down. Alright. Go. Oh, I'm not even hit yet. Okay. I'll let you take that. Yeah, I'll let you take that later. Just don't worry about it. Yeah. What? He didn't. This isn't 100% vial. I have to fight Rango, bro? This isn't 100% vial. He didn't get all the. This is supposed to be 100%.
Is there really no cap to how much the emotes charge us? So annoying. Wrong place. I kinda don't think V3 is cutting it out. I will now proceed to try Umag and see how that goes.
I haven't done this boss fight in so long. I'm not afraid to die. That's so deep, DJ.
Defense is still way more valuable, so. Slash, strike, pierce, magic, and then whatever that Cleffa Spear is. I'm pretty sure it's also strike. It could be strike, it could be pierce. I honestly don't know.
Is it here? And if we see someone,
So you've returned, Explorer.
this is a good spot.
Olympia tells me you met the Deep One and lived to tell the tale. What you met was the Eldest One, a dreadful thing who dwells in the abyss and spawns young. When I learned of that threat as Armoroid's last king, I fulfilled my duties to protect mankind. Ancient lore of the royal family speaks of evil presences lurking in that abyss. Our source was Inquisitor, a mysterious yet wise tree that towers in the center of our city. If this realm granted us with superior technology, in return we swore to protect it from the evil. Accepted and submerged a part of Armoroid to the ocean's floor. We fight that evil to this day. Am I giving you too much to digest? It's important to understand this matter. If you have any remaining doubts, then loosen your tongues. Olympia is my faithful friend and servant. She's a powerful woman who supports me in my struggle. that was not the intent of your question, was it? She is not human. Hers is a life born from the forbidden knowledge given to me by Yggdrasil. She moves and speaks as humans do, yet her strength is far mightier. Try and treat her as you would a normal person. Hard to do considering she kind of threatened us at one point. She also has been murdering people.
Where else is there to hide?
Dude.
Wait, you don't want to hide on a, Alright, well, I guess I don't need to keep
Yggdrasil is the world tree. It may be difficult to credit, but I can convert with Yggdrasil. Since ancient times, only those of Armoroad's royal family have had this skill. It was knowledge gleaned from Yggdrasil that brought advanced technology to Armoroad. But it's not necessary for you, believe me. So long as both Yggdrasil and I know. You have the right of it. As the only male heir from Armoroad, I am the last royal of the royal line. In a more peaceful time, I would have wed and lived a normal life. But the calamity that transpired 100 years ago forever changed my fate. According to Yggdrasil, that great quake caused the evil slumbering deep within the earth to awaken. At that time, the evil spawn rose to Armoroad, resulting in many gruesome assaults on the people. Yggdrasil claimed that only by sinking to the abyss could I prevent the evil from stirring. I obeyed and submerged part of Armoroad along with soldiers who vowed to fight the evil with me. Stop calling it the evil, that's so awkward. We did this to save hundreds whose descendants still live above. Such is the duty of the king. The king of the deep ones I had you meet. Better to call them God. For them, that is. For humanity, it may as well be a demon. The deep ones were revered as it slumbers deep underground. Yggdrasil seals it from awakening and running amok. That is the large tree's chief purpose. Perhaps you think it is all quite absurd. Remember that you saw what you saw below and try to understand. But I have not explained yet why only the deep city deals with this evil. I shall now do so. The evil lurking in the abyss is aware of humanity and thrives on emotions such as fear. Should Armoroad's populace learn of this evil's existence, even Yggdrasil could not hold it. So the fewer who know of the evil, the better. That is why we of the deep city hide ourselves. Now that you know this truth, you are honor-bound to join our struggle against the deep ones. But first, I should reward your service in traveling to the Hall of Convention as I asked. Take this, it is also Kane's music, and Kane's fine work after all. Not much, but I guess that's fine. Whoa!
Yeah, that's where I learned it.
But I have a separate favor to ask. It is related to your guild. Hear my request. Sure. Good. Tell me, yeah? Travelers from Armoroad, your home, have entered the deep city. Some have even passed the Hall of Conviction in the third stratum. Going as far as they have means provoking the deep ones. This is bad for all concerned. How did they get in? You're the only one who has the key! What the fuck are you two doing? Killing people and allowing people to meet that son of a bitch? Are you guys sure you're doing your job properly? It would be better if you went to dissuade them rather than myself. That is all. Yeah, true, you are kind of a murderer. And so we stand. I hope that you succeed in finding the trespassers and coaxing them away. Try to resolve this as peacefully as possible. I am relying on your skills, of course, from Armoroad.
Alright, which one of us wants to do the boss fights?
I already did the mech fight, so I might as well. Yeah. Well,
let me try a regroup tap again.
I guess.
This is the one moment I wish we could do boss fights.
Boss fights?
You can skip the boss fights.
You can jump around, right?
Yeah, that's why.
It'd probably save like a few minutes though, right?
Yeah, if it was found after, right? Stop.
You know, I'll ignore those for now. I want to focus on getting my arms back to level 2. I'll start with firearms. I can get these arms literally after just one more battle. And chop arms goes last, I suppose.
I don't think. Am I gonna be the last one out? Yeah, that's for. I'm currently going to see them as I'm going to the zone. No, nobody knows where I am. I'm a genius hider. Were you gonna do boss fights? I'm like, yeah.
Teostra should definitely focus on becoming a second Veil, an alternative. That would be good. HP up might be good. Level 1 gives the most bonus, which is 10%. After that, it's just a 5% increase.
Then it's over, and then there's nowhere to hide.
Boss is the way.
Or he's hiding somewhere that's genius. I can walk right by him. Well, I can up. Gamers don't look up.
And that's why it's genius.
Gamers literally don't look up. Yeah, I forgot I didn't have a cap.
I think TP up would be good too. With all the healing skills she has.
Also for you. Oh, well, I'm unmuted now. Oh, now it's just me, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I've done mech. I've done
what? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I don't work from the bottom.
Alright, so apparently I gotta convince people.
Sub-area to top half. I mean, you know exactly where I am, right?
Yeah.
You don't need any more information. It's pretty obvious where I am.
I think I need to accept this mission first.
No, with that attitude. You should look twice above it.
What am I supposed to do? Should I just keep exploring?
Everybody at? I'm fighting right. I know how to right now. I'm also going back.
Yeah,
they're sandwiching me, bro!
But V3 not being here is a bit of a problem, huh?
Like all the way at the top.
That would be a sub-area. Yeah, I have to be in one of the areas.
I'll buy a whole bunch of these. By a bunch, I mean 3. Because holy shit, they're expensive.
like, I think above.
Yep. Look up, like I said.
Yeah, I don't think this is why you want to. This is why. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Do you want some like brilliant scenes? No. Just like the time sync spot.
So what am I supposed to do now?
What are you talking about? This time just keeps climbing up to the final freaking boss. Like, what? Skip! There is a skip. I'll give you can just, if you go backwards, you can just jump around.
Sure, I wish I found a shortcut or something.
Or, like, borderline, line stepping. Every single one of them.
What do you mean?
Oh, man. Right, Olympia blocked the exit. Which is where the shortcut was. Alright, I'm gonna go get to the next floor, and then I'll end things there.
Gotta be cheating.
Exactly what I said. Exactly what
The boss with a hack color. You want I'm not yours. Is that the hack color of the boss or the color of the boss? Oh, I just. It's like 3 menus for that. I did start. I just did the thing, and I am notoriously bad menu where I did a whole video about how bad I am at it. Why is everyone taking so long?
Why have we not seen it? I know.
Yeah, why is that? What is taking so long? I thought I would have seen it. Is there a weird thing?
I mean, I saw. Okay, I just haven't seen it yet. That's surprising.
What if I brought Umab and V3?
Yeah, I'm in the here. Wait, you went through Skewer already?
Yeah.
You would have seen me in Skewer. Here, I'm gonna go to Skewer. Is it a different scenario when we beat the boss?
I had to repeat the boss.
I'm in Skewer. Oh, that's funny. Wait, let me go in and out of a loading zone real quick. Mom's cheating. Yeah,
Of course.
Third floor, right? Yeah. Maybe that's why I didn't find me yet.
That might have something to do with it. I fully what I thought it was.
Yes, Grant, okay.
You know how,
oh, these stage names are too long if you're in certain rooms.
This specifically, Stuart, the stage name is Special 1 World Power Firepower Stage.
So, too long! This specific room you could never be found in.
Let's start over.
Let's just, you know what, let's start over.
I think, I'm just saying. I wasn't wrong, okay?
Anyway.
Oh, that made me feel good. Whoa!
Just cheated, damn.
I didn't know.
You must have scouted that ahead of time.
Hey man, it doesn't matter. If you murder someone, did know.
Okay, alright, we're going darker side now. Alright,
How is it
darker. You're doing darker.
are surprisingly tough.
The Seekers died once and it took a 4-minute setback. You're lost. Why can't I be a hider, dude? I know how to beat this level. No. Okay, we're all bad at Darkness tonight, so you'll have to break it. Can I please be a hider so I can hide under this big plant so nobody else knows? And by the way, if you mess up the code, the entire level, that's how it works. Yeah. How much did it really just blow the engines? I was lady. L down. I had 12 minutes. Even though I had 15 minutes, man, I was the first one. You would have never found me. Alright. Alright, you guys ready? Yeah, here we go. Alright, I started the timer.
Oh my god.
Go. Okay. I have no idea how this. I'm not. I think someone in my chat just posted the answers. Oh. I think to be fair.
Oh my god.
I think to be fair, I'm not gonna hide too far into the kingdom. Hiding the second. Here's the thing: I could just rush to the kingdom, and they would take 7 minutes to get to me if I'm at the end of the kingdom. Oh yeah, okay. Right? You're always. I'm pretty sure this makes moves on the first answer right. I think I'm gonna hide here. Yeah, a couple of those. Not easy. Oh, it's at 47 seconds. Oh!
Alright, guard souls are definitely not worth it.
We got like 3 more seconds.
They should have buffed the items too, you know? These items are literally just worthless now.
Oh wait, if any of you die, not oh yeah, I'm sure memories. What? I still have you. Oh, everybody switch to Seeker. Oh yeah, Hider ball. I want to thoroughly check this first island here. Yeah, you check that, and I can see actually I'm gonna do up here. Gonna be really upset if you guys hide like.
I think Umag. Subclassing as a monk was a bad idea. I don't think it's too late. But what is the best subclass? For a defense class such as hers?
I don't know how to do that. I don't know. I'm not hiding too far from the game. Who's that? I am in a sub area. Fear is safe.
Son of a bitch actually went for Mara.
Oh my god, everyone is doing this. Everybody's doing this. We're going the normal way. Checkpoint flag.
Holy shit! What did Mara ever do? That's very bad.
Yeah, no, we're giving you 30 seconds to hide, by the way. 30 seconds to hide? No, okay, you have 90. You have 90 seconds starting now. Okay. We'll wait for you to get the response. I mean, I'm exploring this entire book. What are you talking about? That's not, no, go away, bro. I did it at the start, and I did it, like, not there anymore, so I can't hit the fight. That's it. That PJ roll that time.
It's so hard to see here. Like, you just like going through and I think it's right.
No, it lagged and it disappeared! Wrong fight. He's going into the wrong fight. I'm trying to figure out what's CJ won't get the wrong fight. So sad.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, now. Where are they going? Yeah, he's going along the river, near the river. Oh my god! He picked the freaking fight! I knew which one it was. Oh my god! Where is the second single fight? Oh my god!
Holy shit, how many?
CJ, here's your pickle play. CJ, next to pickle play. Okay, he's going down to the batter challenge. No, you're not gonna pick that fight, CJ. It's CJ! Get back here! Go, you dare pick that fight! Yes! That's okay. Oh, yeah. I see him going up. I see him going towards the top. I see him. He's going up the vine. He's going towards the tree.
There it is.
Okay. Oh my. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah!
What the fuck? Bruh. I don't know what to be more surprised about this. The fact that she has 32 copies of those, or the fact that she's lost them 32 times. Right, this journey shall resume some other time. And so yeah, what should a songbirds not a bad idea. You know what, a sovereign would actually be a good idea. She could even replace Mara. Why didn't I think of that? That's gonna suck a bit, but... Alright, let me just do this real quick.
That's like a really bad idea.
It sounds like a bad idea. I think
Is that average? When you say average, what does that mean? Average.
I'm gonna test this. We might want to.
Oh yeah, you have to get on it.
Hell yeah.
So we're making a. Why is there a Mario Link? White. Yeah, there's a Mario Link mod. There's a Link mod. You know what? What? Yeah, I said it wrong. Okay. Oh, Stop paying attention to